No, this won't do at all. I've tried all my most powerful necromantic spells to resurrect the 4X fantasy genre back into this realm. And yet I've still failed to do so. Wait, maybe. Yes, this just might work. Now I need my ingredients. What's this? Scary eldritch monsters. Those will do just fine. And what is this? Interesting items and artifacts? Of course we need those. And what's this? Oh, beautiful locations. Of course we need those in a 4X. And what's this? Classes to choose from? Yes, of course. Oh, perfect. I think this will do just fine. And now, for the spell to bring it all together. Creatures to fight and control. Locations from the desert to the North Pole. Items to loot and create. Entire civilizations who await their fate. These are the elements of the 4X. Now I summon this game with excellent specs.
Oh man. I'm actually a bit ashamed to review this game because it's been out for quite a while and I've kind of done it injustice by putting this beauty on the I'll review it later shelf. Anyway, with the latest expansion release called Eternal Lords, I wanted to give you my thoughts on Age of Wonders 3. Age of Wonders 3 is a 4X strategy game which can be compared to the love child of Civilization 5 and Heroes of Might and Magic. The game offers several ways to play, whether you want to play the main campaign, a scripted scenario adventure, a skirmish match on a randomly generated map, or online against your friends.
Frostling Royal Guard. Oh, you look like White Walkers.
It is basically the White Walker race. So far I've put around 110 hours into the main game and 20 into the newly released expansion. As a big fan of Age of Mythology and mythological creatures in general, I immediately fell in love with this game. When starting a random skirmish match, you start out by choosing a race and a class for the leader of your empire. There are a lot of races and classes to choose from, and the two currently released expansions add even more. Then, to customize your leader further, you can change their clothes, makeup, hairdo, skin decoration, background pose, flag symbol, name, nickname, avatar portrayal, and specializations, which add a variety of spells and creatures to summon. You also have a lot of modifiers you can play with before starting the game to influence the randomly generated map. Needless to say, this game has a ton of replayability. After all that foreplay, you finally start up the game, only to discover the immense amount of things to do and encounter in your adventure. Treasures to collect, dungeons to raid, creatures to summon, places to visit and spells to learn. As for the game's combat, every time you attack or defend in a battle, you can choose to do an auto roll for the outcome or go in manual. The game then zooms in, if you will, and you can battle the enemy in a similar way to Heroes of Might and Magic. The designs of almost all units and creatures are really well done in my opinion, especially considering the immense amount of units and creatures available in the game. I also really like that almost all units and buildings you can produce adapt to the race you've chosen or the race of that particular city. And the amount of skills that can be learned are of no less amount. Just look at what one singular hero can learn to do and cast, it's just ridiculous. I had one game playing as a high elf sorcerer in which I got attacked by a giant army of trolls, led by a troll king. And another game where I was fighting penguins which were dedicated to evil. As for the rest of the game, you will be expanding your empire, convincing independent cities to join your cause, managing the happiness of your people, and upgrading your leaders with awesome items and new abilities. Age of Wonders 3 is, in my opinion, truly a gem for any fans of mythology, fantasy, adventure, or just 4X strategy games in general. Thanks for watching this episode of Judge Zaurask, and I'm going to summon some more giant skeleton crabs to defend my fortress from the attack of the evil penguin army.